Namaste, I'm Ishita Pandey.
And I am Alamiam Isaac Solo.
We belong to the 76th batch of Indian Revenue Service, Customs and Indirect Taxes, presently training here at National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics at Palasamudram.
In this chat series, we will get to interact with seasoned officials, learn from their career experiences, and even beyond the trade winds.
We hope you enjoy this series and stay curious.
Joining us here today, we have the honor of having Shri Gaigongdin Panmei Sir, Indian Revenue Service, Customs and Indirect Taxes, batch of 1989. In his 34 years long career, Sir has worked in various capacities including customs, drug enforcement, audit, GST, and anti-smuggling. In addition to this, he has also worked in development finance for the Government of India on deputation for more than a decade. Currently, Sir is working as the Principal DG of the National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics. Experience is a master teacher, even if not our own, and we are honored to have you here, Sir, today for this interactive session, and we are looking forward to it.
We couldn't be more related to host you, and now we'll start our chat. Sir, our batch has recently finished 2 months here in the academy and in the training, and it has been truly thrilling and a wonderful experience till now. Sir, on that note, would you want to share some of your cherished memories from your training days?
Thank you for hosting me and giving me this opportunity to interact with the OTs of the 76th batch, and this is a good opportunity to share my experiences in the department. Yes, I have many memories in the service, so many of them that I cannot really pick up one single experience or memory, because that would be very unfair to the other experiences. But since I've worked in different places in the country, in Delhi, in Northeast, in Mumbai, Kolkata, but of course, I had my exposure in the South as well. So each region, each place has different surprises, so. But the most memorable experience that I had was when I was like you guys, particularly trekking in the South. So that was one. And the other one was, of course, the village visit during the FC days. The memories are still very vivid, as if it was just only yesterday. During the village visit, we behave ourselves as if we were mountaineers, We have forgotten that we are OTs. We really enjoyed ourselves. We started trekking from Bandipur. We went to Tekapati, and then we went to Modumalai Elephant Reserve. The kind of experience that we went through. So remember that in the evening when we reached on the top of the mountain in the Nilgiris, all the officers, the OTs were all hungry, tired, and angry. So I decided to cook for them. 3-4 of us joined me and rushed up a very quick dinner and a big surprise moment for all our friends. That was one. Then we took a winch right up 2,000 feet straight from a very hot place on the top of the mountain. And when we reached the top, Ooty was just 45 kilometers away. So when we reached a place, it was late already. So there was no vehicle for us to go to Ooty. So we hitched a truck, which was carrying some bricks and some laborers, and all of us huddled inside the truck, the back of the truck. I had a shawl, actually a Naga shawl with me. I was the most comfortable guy, and a lot of people were trying to share the shawl with me. We still have the photos. So these 2 incidents or experiences are so memorable and still really fresh in my mind.
So that sounds like a lovely memory. Thank you for sharing it with us. So from our early interactions, we also got to know that you had a passion for photography and videography back in your training days. So could you please tell us more how you have pursued it post-training days, and if there are any other hobbies that you've picked up along these glorious years?
Photography has been my interest since I was school days. So we started off with Click 3, we call it. It is manufactured by Akfa company. Click 3 is a black and white 120 format. So only 12 pictures you get out of that. I'm sure some of you must have seen it. So Click 3 used to have two models. We went for a school excursion to More, and we went to Burma. So one of our teachers saying that, have you carried the camera? They're saying, yes. Which camera have you carried? He said, CLICK. He didn't want to say that it's Click 3 because it's so cheap and, so we couldn't afford Yashica, the twin lens reflex and all that. Those days were the top of the line, cameras. So we used to say CLICK, and then it sounds more sophisticated. So we started with that, and it remained with me till today. So much so that I was selecting two cameras for you guys. I've selected one already. We bought it. I've got a tripod for you guys also. You start using it. A very good tripod, as good as these tripods that you're using. I'm planning to get another professional SLR, mirrorless camera for you guys, so that we'll select one OT who will be so interested and one staff from the academy, and we'll train them. Photography is very technical. You need to do a lot of reading. Hands-on is one thing. You have to take care of your equipment. So it's difficult for me now to take care of the equipment because I really don't know. I had a huge dilemma when I was in Bombay, when digital photography invaded the scene. So I had few cameras like Canon, I have Nikon film camera, very good one. I was feeling so bad that I have to discard them anyway. And I was wishing that digital camera should never come into my way, but it happened. It happened, and those cameras are lying totally unused, collecting fungus. So I've seen big companies like Mahatan. There used to be one of the biggest camera companies in New Delhi, in Connaught Place. It's shut down. That was very sad. So unless you can keep up with the technology, it's really difficult to catch up with photography, actually. You need to read a lot. You need to catch up with what's happening, And in fact, it's not easy at all. Just to have a point and shoot a camera is a different thing. But if you want to go a little deeper, then you need to have a lot of technical knowledge, and that will come from reading.
So thank you for that. We're looking forward to using those equipments during our training period. And sir, it is during training that we are allowed to experiment a lot and even fail at times. So, but as officers on the field, we often have immense responsibilities. If you could have dinner with your younger self who had just entered the field, so what is some things that you would like to tell him?
If I happen to have a dinner and if I was asked to give an advice, one would be, don't hesitate to say that I don't know. I have already said this during my early interaction. Not knowing is very natural. I have friends who have difficulty in saying I don't know. That is not a very good approach, I must say. If you don't know, just ask. That's one of my approaches in life and in my professional career. And the second thing is, you need to have balance in everything. If you want to go too deep also, that may not be required. So balance is the most important thing. You may be the most intelligent officer or intelligent person, but that intelligence may not be required for certain circumstances, certain places, certain occasion. So you need to have balance. Balance in interaction with your people, balance in interacting with your trade, the stakeholders. So I think even in your assessment, adjudication, balance is very important. And the third thing, among many others that I would like to mention, I will only say three things today. The third thing would be fairness. One has to be fair under any given circumstances. If you're fair, I think you're through. In any kind of situation, whether you're dealing with your own family, your friends, the taxpayers, the citizens at large, your own colleague, and in your personal circumstances, fairness is the mantra of life, I think. I try to be fair as far as possible. So I think that has worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed, sir, that's very valuable advice. Sir, you also mentioned about the camaraderie that you had with your fellow OTs, and our careers will also be marked by a lot of ups and downs. Do you remember a colleague or colleagues that helped make this journey a little easier?
Yes, quite a lot. From the day we started off, I have colleagues whom I met them for the first time on the corridor of the academy. There was these two ladies who were walking towards me, and I was also coming from the opposite direction. They came and said, "What's your name?" And all. They came and they talked to me first. Because I was an old Delhi Banda, so the academy happens to be in Delhi, and for me, Delhi was just like home. So for them, it was new. So that was one incident, and we remain friends till today. Very close friends at the family level. But one quit the service. Otis, unfortunately, the other day we're trying to track her down. Somehow we couldn't manage to get her telephone number. So we still plan to get in touch with her. And the other one was when we went for ganja destruction again in the south, in the Nilgiris. These are some of the memories of camaraderie that we had. And of course, we had the kitchen cabinet that I was mentioning. So every weekend or every holiday, we used to raid the kitchen, take over the kitchen, and cook ourselves. And we'll ask the cook in the academy also to help us. So these things remain with us. And some of them are board members now, but we remain friends.
So definitely they sound like your pillar of support, competition and camaraderie. So coming to another pillar of support, how has the experience been for your family that they get to witness you through all these phases of your career?
Yes, that's a very important question, I think. I would have joined the Indian Police Service at the peak of violence and insurgency in my state during that time. The insurgency in Punjab was also at a peak. And all over the country, there were a lot of issues. There was a time when families wouldn't really like you to join the police, particularly from northeastern states. There were a lot of movements from the people, rebels of different tribes, different states. So they were not happy when I was about to join the police. Some issues here and there happened, and then I joined the Indian Customs and Central Excise Service those days. My family was very happy, particularly my wife. She was more than happy that this service is the best. It offers you so many opportunities, I must say. I'll not say that it gives you a lot of varieties, but it gives you a lot of opportunities. And of course, we aim for the highest. That's a package deal. Life is a package deal. So very happy, I must say. But my children have a different take. I have a son and a daughter. They are not really particularly attracted to the 9 to 5 kind of work. So I got married a little late. On the 10th year, I think, after I joined service. Complete 9 years, I was a bachelor. So I must say those days my children didn't get to see. So that part of my career is totally out from their life. So when I get to settle down, I think the kind of work that we do get more sedentary. we get a little mature, mellow down. We don't do too many exciting things anymore. So 10th, 11th, 12th, by the time when I about additional commissioner, they started realizing. So that is a time when the office kind of work started to set in. So they have not really seen the most exciting phase. That is assistant to deputy commissioner. When you're doing all the operations in the field, arresting people, busting truck rackets, seizing precious stones, and all that. So they've not seen it. So they saw it when I started supervising additional commissioner level, look after many divisions. So many other officers were working under me. So problems do also come along with it. So they saying that, Papa, we really don't find your job interesting. What's so great about this? So my son is not interested. I asked him to do. He said, no, it's not for me. So I encourage my daughter as well. So they're doing what they want to do. So I have no issues with that at all. Yeah.
Sir, in all of our interactions, you have consciously represented the diversity of India, the Northeast in particular. So, sir, would you like to shed some light on your journey as a young boy in Manipur, aspiring to join the civil services, and here today as the head of this academy?
My father was in the military immediately after independence of India. So he resigned from the Manipur Rifles and then on his own volition, and he became a pastor. So he was fairly well known in our community as a pastor for his contribution to our community. So particularly when I grew up, I really didn't have, that kind of thing that I want to be when particularly at the early stage of my life. But I was a very street smart boy when I grew up. So somehow academically, I did very well. I must say the credit goes to my teachers. I grew up in Tamenglong, a place called Tamenglong. It's the first district in the hills, Manipur hills, to be set up by the British in 1919. So if you go there, you still see the deputy commissioner's bungalow built by the British till today. The second was the Ukhrul district. So it has a lot of legacy, and it is a heritage, I must say. I have seen the bridle path built by the British. They brought in all those materials from Imphal and from Kasar to build that district headquarters. So I have seen it in my childhood. Electricity was there. When I first came to town, and I saw all the bulbs and was amazed to see. But I could see that there was a deterioration. Maybe after 10 years, 15 years down the line, all those street lights were gone. I could see telephone wires, coming in. Those telephone wires were all cut and stolen, and the posts were all taken off and used as water pipes and things like that. At one phase, there was a climb down from the position that were. So maybe those and such a remote place where administration is everything. From civil supplies to the food to anything that you look up to hinges on the government office. So that has much influenced me to join the government. Otherwise, I had a big pressure actually to be an engineer, particularly from my teachers in C&IT school in Shillong. But somehow I decided to join the inspiration because of the environment that I grew up. And the school that he was talking about, I don't come from big names, but I had a good background in schooling because that was in my district headquarters. But the first school was Don Bosco, so you know what Don Boscos are. They're good. They're very focused. And the second school that I keep changing my school because I was temperamental. I used to say I don't like the school. My parents will change me. After some time, I say I don't want a school, so they'll change me out of school. The second school that I had, Christian Model English School. So when I attended Don Bosco School, all the teachers and the fathers were from abroad. I remembered one father from Rome had come. Just imagine, when I was a small boy in KG. So I was one of the few guys who could recite the nursery rhymes all through. I was a bigger once. I was a bully in the class. So they picked me up to read those nursery rhymes. And a tape recorder that he brought from Rome. I could see so small I was. And he took those recordings to Rome, Italy. That left a very deep impact in me. My interaction with people as early as that age. That was because of the schools that gave me that exposure. So I used to say that my recitations of all nursery rhymes would be in Italy. Since that time, 1974. Can you imagine? Second school that I went to was Christian Model English School. All the teachers were from the south, from Tamil Nadu and from Kerala, Christians. No, so that is why there's a huge acceptance of people from the south and northeast because they came as teachers and they were really good. I still remember that I could sing Hallelujah chorus when I was standard 1 already. Handles. So that was a kind of exposure. And we had a lot of teachers coming in from Shillong, the Khasi teachers, the Anglo-Indian teachers. And then when I joined the high school, my teachers were all either from Bihar or from UP those days. Manipur was in its formative stage. So most of the teachers come from outside. So all my teachers were all from outside the state. Dedicated, devoted people. So I give all the credits to teachers, not the school, not me. So I think my teachers just shaped me. So I used to tell the contemporary students that don't think about the good schools. You've gone to this public school, that public school, but unless you have good teachers, you'll not make it. I don't go to big names, school of big names, particularly up to 10th. Later, I joined the St. Edmunds and went to Delhi University, went to one of the best colleges. That's a different thing. But the teachers were very important.
So thank you for sharing the deeply personal memory. And we can tell that it has been a challenging yet inspiring journey for all of us to know about. So coming to your career, could you please enlighten us about the proudest moment that you had in this long journey?
Quite difficult to cull this out. But yes, I must say that when I was selected to be posted to Mumbai by a full board meeting, and a board member telling me that, Mr. Panmei, you have been selected to go to Mumbai from Imphal. That was one proud moment that I can recall. Because those days, it was extremely difficult to get into Mumbai. And it's not that I am particularly crazy after going to Mumbai, but that was one very proud moment that I was selected. Of course, I want to go to Mumbai because that's a place where every IRS officer, hopes to go. So that was one. And the second was when I put teak smuggling from across Indo-Myanmar border to a complete stop, which was thought impossible. That was, I think, a career achievement that I felt very proud of it till today. So I keep talking about other activities of our department. We make seizures of gold. We make seizures of drugs, but they still come in, even cigarettes in higher volumes, and higher values. But tick smuggling, I think I have completely eradicated the syndicate. That was one very proud moment. So I've used this achievement in my application to Harvard University, and they were quite excited about it. I remember that they interviewed me from Boston. Still remember. Took me 1 hour actually. Talk about all these, and this was one of the major discussion point when they interviewed me when I applied for Harvard University.
So investigative work can be very fulfilling, but at the same time, it often leaves professionals with some unresolved cases that still occupy their minds. So, any such case that comes to your mind and that remains still significant to you?
This investigation, particularly with the kind of resources that we have, can leave a lot of things wanting in many areas, in a sense that the kind of job that we do has cross-border implications. If it is only inside India, then you go after those criminals or offenders and, get rid of them. But when you are dealing with people who are beyond your jurisdiction, then it becomes very frustrating. So this applies to drug smuggling, gold smuggling, teak smuggling, spices smuggling. So it's, there will be a lot of investigations which will leave a lot of gaps, because the ringmaster or the real guy will be sitting somewhere in the neighboring countries and you cannot do anything about it. So even if you try through the DRI, this and that, but there are procedures, international protocols. So that's a part of the frustrations, or maybe the kind of gap that still lingers in your mind. The second thing is from a different perspective. There was a huge theft case go down. Huge red senders, sea stock were all stolen from some Gaigongdin, crores. So a lot of officers were suspended. I handed over the case to the CBI, but later I think they didn't take it up. I really don't know why they didn't take up the case. Till today, people are saying that the state police is saying that all those stolen goods have been recovered, but I really don't know. I had to leave, so I would really love to get down to the root of who has done it. Some officers were left suspended here and there, but that was one case that I'm not very happy with till today.
So you have truly seen the evolution of our service, the Indian Revenue Service, Customs and Indirect Taxes. And from your vantage point today, what do you think are certain skills that our young officers must acquire for us to contribute to the goal of Viksit Bharat meaningfully?
Yes. Very good question again. As I've been saying to many others also, we need to be very thorough in our core domain, I must say. Core domain means your GST, your customs, your enforcement, And when you're very good with your core domain, you will be good with others, allied subjects also. You need to become an expert in your core domain. And you have to have that confidence that, you throw at me any questions. Bring it on. Like, I can handle it. That kind of confidence you need to have. There are many unseen situations that will come across your way. So once you shine in your work, I think people at the right places are bound to notice, and then that will contribute to what we aim for, a developed India. Because in our department, there are so many areas that we need to really work on. Let's not focus on only implementing what's been thrown at us. Let us also try and bring up the flaws in the law, maybe. We have to have the courage to say that implementable. I used to say the rules are made for our convenience, for the convenience of the administration. We should not be so rule bound that it restricts our service to the citizens and the country that we serve. If there are certain rules that is impeding your performance, bring it up. If you find that the rules or the regulations or whatever is impeding, bring it up. And you have to have the knowledge and the confidence to defend your position that you take. And that will come when you're very thorough in your core domain. So once that's done, I think your contribution to Viksit Bharat will be automatic. So I miss, yeah.
Indeed, sir, that is a very inspiring mindset to have. And sir, as the senior most officer in our academy, we have always seen you as a very composed leader. So how did you manage to develop this mindset, or what strategies do you use to incorporate this style of leadership?
I really don't know. I'm hearing it for the first time that I'm calm and I always smile. I thought my wife used to complain that your face is always so grim that people are so scared of you. So it's very happy to hear from you that I have that kind of composure. Thanks to you all. Anyway, this is news to me. For me, I don't normally take work home. That is, I do it till today. Unless it is really pressing, if I take home means I will not sleep the night. I will complete it. So I don't want to leave any job incomplete or undone. So that takes away the worries. Once you complete the job in hand, the worries is gone. When you come home, you're relaxed. No files pending on my table. And no queue in the e-office. I'll clear it. So that I have no tension that some work is still waiting for me to be completed. So there is one. And the other thing is, I normally let my staff go 6. So if I have to work late also, I do it alone. I don't want anybody to suffer because I have to stay late in the office. So I try to come on time and I try to wind up on time. So that's very de-stressing, I must say. So when you really don't have any worries, bugging you at the back of your mind, I think that's one thing that I have been doing.
Habits cultivated over a lifetime, they often become second nature. And certainly this service also must have helped inculcate certain habits. So which of these habits are you looking to use in your life after superannuation as well, sir?
Yes, being in the service, you deal with trade and at public at large, and also some offenders. So particularly in place like Northeast, many of the people are not really aware of laws and procedures. So even if they do some offense, they still think that they have not done anything wrong. So a lot of people come for help, ask me a lot of suggestions, advice. So I pick up any phone calls that I have been doing. I am proud of it. I pick up any damn phone, actually. And particularly most of them are for help. So I try to offer my advice and some clarifications about our work, about what people should do. So I will continue to do that, I think, even if I'm retired, because people keep asking me. When I was away on deputation also, many people ask me about GST. So these days we read up a lot, and I have stalwarts working in GST. So I have the luxury of just making a phone call and get the latest from the horse's mouth. So I pass it on to them. So it gives you immense satisfaction that you could help somebody in that very small way also. So picking up phones from anywhere used to be good, not anymore now because of the cyber crimes, this and that. So I've gone through that complaints and got cheated once. So, but you get to know a lot from the from the grassroots. You know, I'll pick up a phone from a sepoy, even from the what do you call the outsourced labor, particularly these. You get a lot of information. Yeah. So that's has a lot of advantage to be accessible. Yes, that I'll remain accessible even if I'm retired to people, to our people in the service who need any kind of input from me. And if I'm able to do it, I continue to do it.
So looking ahead, what are some things that you're eager to focus on and enjoy more as you begin your second innings?
A lot of things line up already. I really don't know too many things. First, travel. Yeah, I have a lot of bucket lists. As I keep saying that traveling on official duty is no fun. So I have to travel on my own terms now. Just if you want to go to a particular place, you like the place, you want to stay on for another 2 days. Even if you're scheduled to stay there only for 1 day, I will do that. That's one of the things. And just freedom to see places that you've always wanted to see. There is one, and I want to work with the villagers. So I'm already in touch. So we're going to set up a base with the villagers. And I have picked up some passionate subjects for me. We'll be cleaning up the rivers, work with the villagers, work for the environment, particularly in Northeast. Our rivers are contaminated, and then overfishing, and all that. I don't want to go to, say, the cliche like deforestation, but I think that once you empower the villagers, you bring knowledge to them, I think it's done. Because so it's already lined up. I will be very busy. Yeah.
So finally, if you condense your entire professional journey into just one word, a single word that encapsulates your experience and achievements, what would that one word be?
Blessed. Yeah.
So that was really beautiful. So before we go, we just have one little question. Something for our viewers, maybe aspirants, maybe other OTs, people who are already in the service, a message for our viewers.
Try to be helpful to others, and in the process, don't forget to help yourself.
So it has been an absolute privilege to have this opportunity to chat with you today. As you transition into a well-earned new phase of life, your dedication, wisdom, and leadership will always be remembered, and it will continue to inspire everybody who has the opportunity to work alongside you. Your legacy is not just in policies or decisions, but in all the lives that you have shaped and inspired. We have felt elevated and inspired by your remarkable service from the first day we have been on this academy campus. We are truly grateful for your time today, sir, and we wish you continued success and fulfillment in the exciting path that lies ahead. Thank you to all our viewers for joining us, and I'm certain this thought-provoking conversation will have a lot to take from as it did for us. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.